Get that moving. Say, oh, 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 Merry Christmas. Say, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. No. Good morning, you guys. Merry Christmas. Good morning, you guys. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone is enjoying the holiday with their families and enjoying themselves. We've just been here watching Christmas movies. Koi has been very active as far as her body is concerned. She's been doing a lot of moving, like her legs and her arm, and 'tis the season. Sorry if you're finding Nemo in the background. That's what she's watching right now. We watched a couple Christmas themed stuff today. She opened like one of her little presents that they gave her, not one of the big presents that we unwrapped or picked out the other day. I'm gonna let her do all that whenever she's up and able to, open her gifts, because they're her gifts. Yeah. My family is on their way down right now. My mom is supposed to bring in some gumbo. That will be great. But right now we're just hanging out. Last night she did great. In the rounding today, I hope y'all can hear me. I hope this isn't too loud. In rounding today, they found out that she does have some fluid on her right lung that's not affecting her in any type of way, because she's having all of these like CPAP breathing tests where she's kind of like in auto, but then she's kind of like on her own as well. Actually, I made a notepad of everything. Let me go grab it and play back this audio to make sure y'all can hear me. I may switch locations or whatever, but I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, so the audio sounds pretty good, but I have my AirPod in, so maybe that'll assist me with the mic on this side a little bit. I haven't vlogged really since the 21st, just because it's kind of been the same schedule. Oh, Quentin's here. Daddy's here. Hey. I say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh, the nurse has them. We gotta get some from her. But yeah, I haven't really vlogged since I just said Merry Christmas as well. I haven't really vlogged since like the 21st. So, her CAT scan. Hi, hello. Her CAT scan that she got on like the 23rd of just like her brain functions and everything. They wanted to make sure that everything was good. Everything came back great. No worries with that. Tajay Gifford. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I didn't do any shopping. I got $45. Got a 40. Top peony. So her lungs still, of course, have some improving that they need to do. No real update there. They've been improving every day, but yeah. As y'all saw in the previous vlog, she has been holding her head up continuously on her own, which is beautiful. It is so great. That feels so good to be able to see her improving physically. That's what she's been kicking and moving her arms and stuff all day. If you want to get that chair and sit there, she just has been flexing it up. So I just want to get her to relax it a bit. I don't want that muscle stressed out. Her leg strength and functions are improving greatly. Like, I'm just so glad to see that, because it's been so long with her being under all that sedation and not being able to see her at all. No eyesight, no voice, no hand grab, no foot move, no nothing. And to know that she is still underneath that sedation is great. She has been having, during her feedings, because they started feeding her now, she has been throwing up a little bit, because I don't really know, because they just say that her stomach can't really handle it, so to say, right now. So they've been trying to bypass the stomach and just go straight to the intestines. And that worked out for a little while, but then with her coughing, getting the phlegm and everything up, it kind of counteracts with that. And she's been coughing and moving that tube up every time she coughs. So that's been an ongoing thing. They gotta come get an x-ray, make sure it's in the right spot before they feed her, and making sure that coughing isn't really bothering her too much. I did have to go and retake my COVID test. I hope my mom has found the paperwork that shows that I'm fully vaccinated. It's not that bad though. Kinda. I wanna have to do it if I don't have to. They also did hold off on removing her tube, on incubating her. I can't think of what the correct terminology is, but removing her ventilator, they did hold off on that because they do want her to be stronger. So they're shooting for next Friday, which will be the 31st. So we're hoping for the new year that she'll be able to have her tubing removed. That would be great. This Friday would have been great, but it's understandable as to why we didn't. Then with that, I also learned that whenever they say things, like whenever they speak of progression, they talk about it like it's going to be A, B, C, D, when in actuality it's going to be A, points 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then B, points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, points C, 1 and 2, D, 1 through 7. It's not as easy as they put off. Like, with her having the ventilator out, she will still be on some sort of support, like maybe like a high flow, I think that's what they call it, which is where she'll have the little, the little nose thing that gives you air. She'll have that, but she won't be like without anything at all whatsoever. Like, it's progress because she doesn't have a ventilator anymore. She can speak, she can talk, she can actually walk around, move around, do all of those things whenever she's physically better. But she'll still have that for a little while too. And that's just an example, but that's how most things go. They're like, oh, well, this is going to be great. But they don't talk about the in-betweens. And that can be a little frustrating when you're hoping, to just get your baby back. So, but it's understandable. It's understandable. Also, her ICUS, which is this little machine here that controls the Berlin, this buddy here, it's been alarming a little bit more, but it's alarming more because her heart functions are also improving. So the heart and the ICUS are like in competition with each other, so to say. Because the heart's like, oh, okay, well, it's not as big as it was before. It's actually smaller and back down to normal size. So it's feeling like, oh, I can work. I can do. Yeah, she's been very active this morning. Very active this morning. But the doctors say that the heart itself isn't really doing the work the Berlin is, but it's still functioning as it should. And further down the line, the question is going to come, where it's like, okay, should we remove the Berlin since her heart functions are improving? But the Berlin heart is the bridge to transplant. So if you get the Berlin, and then you get the transplant. It's very, very. Hey y'all, so it's actually been it's been a couple of days. When I was talking about, which I saw in the last clip, my phone ran out of storage and I just didn't do everything I needed to do to find storage. But anyway, so I believe what we were discussing was that, sorry if you hear a helicopter in the background, they're like, this is a hospital. The time is going to come where the question will arise, should we take the Berlin heart out and allow for her heart to pump and do what it's supposed to, if it is strong enough? And the question is always, is it strong enough? Because the heart now may think that it's strong enough because the Berlin is doing 70% of what the heart should be doing, and the heart is only doing the other 30. And if they were to go in, sorry, my phone's dying now. If they were to go in and remove the Berlin and her heart isn't functioning as strong or as well as it should, it's so much harder to put that Berlin back on after they've taken it off, because the Berlin is the bridge to transplant. That was a discussion that we had also. That can be a little frustrating. Today they did a procedure where her feeding tube kept moving. And also, whenever she was having her feeds through her stomach, she would throw up like within minutes of starting her feeding. So they decided that they were going to have a procedure where they run the tube down pretty much like to the top. Hold on, the helicopter's about to take off. So the helicopter's business is done. But they put the feeding tube into her intestines more so that she's not vomiting as much, in hopes that they can just bypass the stomach and put the food directly into her digestive tract, however the correct term for that is. And also, her right lung is like holding fluid. So they did decide to go in and also try to drain that while they were in there. They plan on draining it with the hopes that they can just drain it and that's it. Or they may do a little bit of drainage there and then just leave like a line where it can flow out as well. Kind of like a small tube, so that she can drain a little bit better. They also are hopeful that tomorrow, hopefully, she can have her tubing removed. She's been having these tests called like CPAP tests, which is what they do on the ventilator that gets you ready for extubation, which I think that's the word, incubation, extubation, extubation, taking out the tube. And she's been doing very, very, very well on those trial tests, where they kind of just like give her no support. Like, her being an auto still gives her support, but doing the CPAP tests kind of take away all of the support that she would necessarily have, as if she was, breathing on her own, doing her own thing. And she's been doing amazing with those tests. She's been like unbothered, actually. So they're hopeful that tomorrow we can possibly take it out, which would be great. If not, whatever. I was hoping for last Friday, but I understand why they didn't take it out last Friday. But I don't I go day by day. I let the days come. I let the times flow. I let Koi show us whenever she's ready to do whatever. Because if it was up to me, things would be much better and we wouldn't even be here right now. But it's not up to me. It's up to God. But right now, we're pretty much just waiting to be able to go back into the room with her. And yesterday, you guys, I was having such a depressive day yesterday. I'm gonna go sit over there because the sun is really working. I really like how it's looking over there, but it's a walk away. Let's walk. Let's walk. So yeah, I forgot what I was even saying, if I'm gonna be honest with you. The sun is gonna be behind me for a minute, so let me wait till I circle around. Yeah, this is good. But yeah, yesterday I had such a depressive day. And it wasn't even a depressive day, it was a depressive couple of hours. I was doing just fine. And I had got me something to eat. I went and bought me some long sleeves because it's supposed to be like really, really cold next week. I also went and got me like a perm, and I permed my hair, and I kind of just did something with it because y'all know, from what y'all can see, I've been looking like real crazy. I went and bought me like just like some eyebrow stuff, so maybe I could like do a little something with myself. Just self-care, pretty much. And when I came back, I was just overwhelmed. The nurse Koi had a little moment where she had like an arrhythmia again, and it was like 4 consistent ones in a row, but she got herself out of it. She was unbothered, like she was not irritated at all whatsoever. Her blood pressure didn't spike, her heart rate didn't change, nothing went bad. But I don't know what happened. I guess I don't know. I just went negative. Not negative, I just got sad. Because it's like, how, for me to sit and try to wrap my mind around it is insanity. For me to sit here and constantly run myself raggedy thinking about the same thing and how could I have avoided and what could I have done better, that does nothing for the now. And I was so, I don't know what the feeling was yesterday. We went from being perfectly fine, as we thought, to complete heart failure. Instead of being here in the hospital, I would have been planning a funeral. Hold on, Quentin's calling. Oops, sorry. But yeah, that was him saying that they're letting us in the room now. But just to go from a perfectly well state to would have been planning a funeral for my 4-year-old daughter because her heart gave out, to now, us being in a stable place. Half of our child's heart is mechanical. She won't be able to leave this hospital even once she gets physically better because she has this mechanical heart. And the only way she'll be able to leave is if another parent loses a child. And we can get that heart. And a lot of time I just sit with it to the back of my mind. I don't acknowledge it because I can't, let her see me like this. I don't really want to let anybody see me like this. Frustrated or sad or upset or any of that.
hospital life. I'm excited for her to get her tube out. But when she does, she can speak. What will she say? What will she ask me? Sometimes I'm good at, putting it behind me, putting it in the back of my mind and doing what it is that I need to do, getting through the day. And then also sitting here and not being able to do anything. Not being able to do nothing that helps my child. I'm literally at the mercy of the doctors and the nurses for anything that helps my child. It running through my mind that she's on a medication to help her not have arrhythmias, which is the consistent beats that can lead to her being in a cardiac arrest for her heart, even though she has a heart that is half mechanical doing the work for her. There's a medication that she's taking for blood thinning, since her heart has to go her blood has to run outside of her body into her Berlin and then back into her body. Got to keep the blood thin so that it doesn't clot. Clotting can cause strokes and death. It's just unbelievable. I don't acknowledge things. I can't. Wow. This is so complex. This is so deep. And this is my life. I can't run away from it. I can't leave it. I can't go off the deep end. Yesterday was hard. Yesterday was tough. Like, for real. For real. But I'm okay. Now, the continuous prayers, the love, I just thank y'all so much. I really, really do. Because this shit is unbelievable. Just to sit and think about it, that's why I just take it day by day at this point. I'm not going to sit and think about it. But I had to come tell y'all because it's been a while since I recorded anything, because I was in such a downwards negative state. Yeah. Your girl was down bad for a couple days. But I'm okay. I'm better now. For sure. I guess you can only put it off for so long, until it eventually comes seeping out of your pores, and you gotta face it and acknowledge it and say, okay, so I do have something I need to face, something I need to deal with, a problem. Yeah. But let me get into my baby. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Look at that Christmas tree. She would love that. I'm gonna take a picture in front of her. So I'm not sure where the story ended. I went and took a shower and I ran out of storage, all that good stuff. I don't want to seem like the Grinch. I don't. But I also don't want my child upset because she can't rip open her gifts accordingly. If that makes sense. People bringing her gifts and wanting her to open them. She's not there yet. Yes, it's Christmas, but I don't believe it's her Christmas. And I really I feel like I'm one-sided right now. Like I'm feeling like the bad person. I am. I really am. So I'm just gonna go and wait. I don't know. I don't want to put no pressure on Koi to feel like she needs to be opening gifts when she's not even physically there. She's not there. She's not at opening gifts. She's not even at holding her own self up. Am I being... It stopped. She was flicking me off. I'm glad it stopped recording on her ugly. Girl, fruit snacks. No fruit snacks. Say hey, girl. Merry Christmas. Oh, Lord.
Oops. Oh.
Mommy brought some gum. Girl. Mommy brought me some gumbo. Hi, Dad. Bye.
That was IV Tylenol.
You ready to put the big ones on?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you wouldn't even say it glowed. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph joining in the reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Yeah.